Welcome to Beating Cancer Daily. Beating stage 4 cancer for 30 years still takes my breath away every time I say it. I'm Saranne, founder of the Comedy Cures Foundation, and I hope you'll join me for just a few minutes daily for the next 365 days so we may laugh, learn, maybe cry a little as we live our best days beating cancer daily together. How long do you think is the ideal time for a hug, according to British researchers at Goldsmiths University? Give up. 5 to 10 seconds. I could just hear some of you going, I hate hugging, not even 1 second. Well, I am a hugger. I love physical touch. So whether you like physical touch or you don't like physical touch, I just want to talk to you about hugging. And there's so many reasons why, if you're not a hugger, you should reconsider it. And if you are a hugger, you should be doing it. Now, check with your doctor if there's some immune reason why you shouldn't be in that close a proximity to someone. There were moments where my white blood cell count was really low and they did not want me that close to other people. It was way before the era of masks. So I always say, just check with your medical professionals if it's something that might cause you any kind of issue. But back to hugging. How do you describe a hug? Now, they're bear hugs, embraces, cradles, grabbing, clinging. Now, the clinging thing, I can understand why that makes you turned off. Nobody likes a clinging hugger. So if you're clingy, don't do that. But I do love hugging. So why do I think this is an important topic to discuss? Because there are so many reasons that scientists have shown that hugging is good for us. Let's talk about them. So we now know that it can boost your oxytocin. Now, why do we care about oxytocin? Well, because this can help us decrease feelings of loneliness, isolation, anger. It's a good thing. Why else do we want to hug? Because it can actually help with our hormone levels. Let's talk about dopamine and serotonin. So dopamine is a pleasure hormone and it makes you feel good. Serotonin is like an antidepressant hormone that elevates your mood, controls anxiety, and reduces feelings of loneliness. So it's just really a positive, uplifting thing to do. Now they're saying 5 to 10 seconds. I love to hug, so I could do it for longer, but 5 to 10 seconds is an ideal time. Now, let's talk about what can happen if you don't have physical touch, and they call it touch starvation. Scientists have said that if you don't have enough physical touch, and it's very individual, you can become stressed, anxious, or depressed. As a response to this stress, your body can make a hormone called cortisol. This can cause your heart rate, blood pressure to rise. It can cause muscle tension. It can cause your breathing to go up. And all of this can impact on your immune and digestive systems. So there are other things that can happen. They're saying that it can actually cause you to have worse quality sleep and be at a higher risk for infections. And that can lead to other medical conditions like diabetes, asthma, and as we said, high blood pressure. Okay, so have I made the case for hugging yet? If not, I'm going to tell you a joke. Why did the guy do crunches while hugging his cat? Because he wanted perfect abs. It's so dumb. Okay. I did not write that. I honestly did not write that, but it's cute. You know, I love silly humor. I actually had a comedian friend who made all news headlines in 2015. His name is Mike Fine because he claimed to have cuddled with over 10,000 women. And that was not for any kind of sexual intercourse. It was literally because he loves cuddling and he felt that in New York City, there was this big void of physical touch for well-being and to break down loneliness. And I haven't heard anything about his cuddling for a long time. I guess it pretty much slowed down in the pandemic. The other thing is about Eastern medicine. If you look at this Indian concept of the chakras, and we talk about the different chakras throughout the body, we should actually probably do an episode on chakras. But supposedly, when your sternum, your solar plexus chakra, and your heart chakra are pressed while you're hugging, according to the Indian belief of the chakras, you are doing everything from releasing toxic energy to increasing positive energy. It does a lot for opening the heart and for healing. So whether it's Eastern or Western, people are considering hugs as a way to decrease things that are hurting the body and increase things that can help the body. I actually read online on a website that a family therapist, Virginia Satir, says we need 4 hugs a day for survival, 8 hugs a day for maintenance, and 12 hugs a day for growth. That's a lot of hugs. I don't know anybody that's getting that many hugs besides kids, but it's just interesting to think about how few hugs we get now as we get older. And babies just get hugged all the time. And look how babies grow, right? So I am curious to see how you feel about hugging, especially when you're going through cancer treatment. I know that a lot of people don't want to be touched because they have so many changes to their body or they're feeling nauseated. So that's okay too. I was just trying to look at the reasons for getting a hug while you're going through this big change of either treatment and or survivorship. Let me know how it goes for you. Give me your thoughts on hugging. I love to hear them. Go to comedycures.org and press the record button or write me a note through the Comedy Cures website and tell me your thoughts. Have a blessed day. I'm going to go get a hug from my husband, and I will see you tomorrow. I hope you guys know this, but Beating Cancer Daily is a listener and donor-supported podcast and community. So if you have some extra change, I'd love you to go to comedycures.org and make a donation today of whatever level is comfortable for you. And it will be tax deductible to the extent allowed by law, because Comedy Cures is a nonprofit 501c3 organization founded from my chemo chair, April 1999, and we've been going strong ever since. So please consider making a donation today and help our community and this podcast thrive. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow. Guess what time it is? It's time for me to read the disclaimer. Beating Cancer Daily and the membership circle are not in lieu of medical advice or treatment. They are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your healthcare team to review your best strategy. Thanks for listening.